So yeah, so obviously, Samsung is a pretty well-known brand. I think anywhere on the show floor, you guys are everywhere on the show floor. But definitely want to get some insight, I guess, into the enterprise aspect of what Samsung is doing. And maybe, I guess, start out with just, I guess, giving us a little overview of how the enterprise group at Samsung is organized, how it works with the consumer group, kind of, I guess, the overall structure at Samsung for enterprise.
Yeah, so actually we have a dedicated team that's focused just on enterprise. We kind of look at things holistically, so that team consists mainly of sales, but it also has marketing aspects to it. It has business development. It has an operations area. And so we are growing very fast right now just because enterprise is so important for us and is a huge area of growth for Samsung.
And I guess how do the different divisions of Samsung work? I mean, between the enterprise and the consumer side, I mean, is there a lot of collaboration between the two, or how do you guys work together? Yeah,
there is a lot of collaboration because we focus both on BYOD and CL. There's a lot of overlap in terms of our efforts. So when the consumer team does something from an advertising standpoint, it benefits us and vice versa. But like as I was saying, our enterprise team, though, is completely dedicated towards the business market.
Gotcha. I guess, can you talk a little bit about some of the products and services you've kind of developed for the enterprise focus? Obviously, you've done a lot of security, different things like that. I guess maybe talk a little bit about some of those enterprise-specific services that also, I guess, can also play in the consumer space, but I know that you've developed initially for enterprise.
Yeah, absolutely. It starts really with our portfolio of devices. So we have a pretty wide range of form factors when you're looking at both tablets and smartphones, not just sizes, but also in terms of price points, and even operating systems. And so that's really the start of it, but that's not nearly enough for the enterprise. So the next step with it really is adding the security piece of it. And hopefully many of you have heard of SAFE, which is Samsung for Enterprise, which was our initial security platform. And now we're going hard and heavy with Samsung Knox, which is an advanced security system. So we kind of check the box with having desirable devices. We check the box with security, and now we're focusing on holistic solutions. So back in September, I believe it was, we launched the Samsung Solutions Exchange, and that is basically kicking off our strategy of working very closely with our partners to develop solutions that really meet the needs of businesses.
Gotcha. And obviously with those two acronyms too, it worked out pretty well for you guys, being able to market SAFE and Knox for a security solution. So
yeah, it's very convenient for a marketing guy like myself too.
Exactly, it works out. Now, obviously in the enterprise space, traditionally over the past 10 years or so in the wireless space, BlackBerry was a big player there. I guess how do you see you being able to compete with BlackBerry? Obviously, they've been going through some issues of their own over the past few years, but they do still have a pretty strong presence in the enterprise market. A lot of companies are still big BlackBerry holdouts. How do you guys, I guess, see yourself competing with them, and how does Samsung kind of get into some of those doors where BlackBerry might be entrenched?
Obviously, the competitive landscape is consistently and constantly changing, and so that offers a lot of opportunities for us in all aspects of the market. And we really think at Samsung, because of some of the things we've already talked about, that we're in a unique position to really take advantage of any opportunities out there.
Gotcha. Now, obviously, there's a lot of different partners you can work with too. I mean, there's companies like Good Technologies that are out there. I mean, when you see some of these providers out there, do you see them as competitors or as partners? How do you approach all the different options that are out there when it comes to dealing with enterprises, being able to bring them in-house with you or partner with them? How do you view some of those partnerships?
Well, really, as part of the Samsung Solutions Exchange kind of theme, we really work closely together with all of our partners. So you use the Good Technology example. They're a very good partner of ours. So they support Samsung devices with their MDM container solution. They're also working to support Samsung Knox, which obviously is a big focal point for us right now. And if you really look at the security hardening aspects of Knox from the OS and hardware standpoint that we offer, and then combine that with the security services that Good offers on the application layer side, you have a pretty good holistic solution.
Gotcha, okay. I guess in trying to win kind of more business in the enterprise space, what are some of the things that you guys feel you still need to do to really get Samsung more as an option for enterprises when they're looking for a wireless solution? What are maybe some of the goals you have going forward to kind of get some more of that enterprise business?
I think it's really around holistic solutions. So not to keep on mentioning Samsung Solutions Exchange, but that really is our focal point right now, because because the device is one part of it, but it's really how is the customer going to use the device. And so we're really looking at closely with our partners and directly with our customers to develop holistic solutions that specifically address our customers' needs. So obviously from a target standpoint, we're focusing very much on certain verticals and looking at those verticals very uniquely one by one.
Gotcha. Can you provide, I guess, maybe some insight into what you see maybe coming down the pipeline for this year, maybe initiatives you guys have, or any sort of partnerships or any sort of trials you have in place, maybe for 2014 that we can perhaps look forward to seeing as the year progresses?
Yeah, so on Monday we introduced Samsung Enterprise Services, which really has two components. The first being deployment services, and the second being ongoing management and support. So we're working with Digital Management Inc., DMI, which I'm sure many of you are familiar with, to deliver the deployment services side of things, which includes needs assessment, the actual configuration of the devices, ongoing management, and then DMI also works with all of our MDM partners as well to deliver that. The other part of it was the ongoing management, and we've also introduced Samsung Enterprise Mobile Care this week, and that's more of the ongoing support, the tech support desk, all of that we're actually providing directly now to our customers.
All right, that sounds great. Well, again, thanks for the insight today. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Thanks for having me.
Not Dave. Yeah. Good job.